Sagittarius, and welcome to this monthly tarot card reading for October 2018. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominance. If you do not know your dominant sign, I highly recommend you go and check that out because you may be surprised to find that you resonate more with your dominant sign than you do with any other sign. So I do have a video on that will be linked. And before we start, I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your generosity, your kindness, and for always showing me so much love and support. It really means a lot. It helps me keep going. Huge shout out to my top 3 contributors for last month as well. We have Amy G, Erotica M, and Sarah R. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and generosity. It really does mean a lot. It really helps, even if it feels like it's a little or it feels like it's not a lot. All of the support really means a lot, and it really does help me tremendously. So thank you guys so much once again for your generosity. And with that being said, hello, I am Venus. Welcome in. So happy Halloween, Sagittarius. Yes, I know it's not even yet, but it is for me. Once September 1st hits, I've been saying this in every single video, once September 1st hits, I literally pull out all of the Halloween decorations. I love autumn, I love fall, I love everything spooky. I love it, it's great. So with that being said, as usual, I went and picked your energy reading cards off camera, and today we have a special, dun dun dun, surprise surprise, Halloween oracle card. So we're gonna get to this first. We're gonna save the first for the best. Yep, that's exactly how you say it. We're gonna save the best for first. So here we go, Sag. We have the werewolf as your Halloween oracle, and cue the spooky festive music. So, we're going to be reading this from the book. This is just a fun little addition to your monthly reading. And you have the werewolf, Sag, so this is kind of like your theme for the month. So, the werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that traditionally had little control over his wilderness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal. Nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is a healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild, free, and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness separate from or dominant over nature. So the werewolf asks us to consider the balance and to delve into our own ideas of wilderness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When was the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? You know Venus be doing that every day. Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. So finding balance between our everyday modern lives and finding a time to be in nature and reconnect with this earth that we are all a part of. So really beautiful. Now, Sag, we have here your spirit animal card. So this is the universal energy surrounding you for the month. If this was your theme, this is kind of the energy supporting you. And we have the dragon. So I feel like this isn't the first time, Sag, you've gotten this on my channel. I want to say maybe in August you got this card, but I could be wrong. But you'll know if this seems familiar to you. But the dragon, this is seeing one's true self. This is balancing the ego. This is looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing the divine spark behind your eyes. It's realizing that you are infinite and you are divine consciousness and that you are strong. So the dragon sees everything, okay? It is the power of life. It is omnipotent. and it helps you surrender and let go. So this card is calling you to let this dragon energy guide you. It helps you traverse the most difficult of terrain, and it helps you see beauty everywhere. So this card is really cryptic. It's a spirit card. It's an ether card. You can tell by the symbol here. What I'm getting from this, though, is that, again, just seeing the beauty in the natural world. I'll read a little bit from the book itself, because it is a spirit card, so there's no point blank definition, and you know, it could mean something different. You might resonate with something different than anyone else. Oops, I just smudged it. So it says, when we look into the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. The dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May just even the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So like I said, very cryptic. Take from it what you will. Now lastly, for your pre-picked cards, for your off-camera chosen, we have your healing card. This is some healing that you may need, you may resonate with it, and you may not. But this month is calling you, Sag, to have patience. Have patience with how things are going. Have patience for others. Have patience for yourself. And have patience for the universe, because everything takes time to come to you. Okay? Try not to let yourself be too riled up. Try not to fall into bad patterns, or try not to be too hard on yourself, and try not to doubt the power of the infinite. So these are your oracle cards coming through with your theme, universal supporting energy, and your healing. I'm going to be using this Santa Muerte deck in festivity of the spooky season, and this deck is quite different than the original tarot or the Rider-Waite deck. So a lot of the interpretations and the art and the way the author of this deck interprets it is going to be vastly different, and I'm going to be going off and using, you know, what the author thinks and what the author intended for these cards. So if you see me explaining a card a bit differently, if you are keen on tarot and you know your cards and you know, see the art is different and you see me explaining it differently, just know that that's because this is what the author of this deck has intended, and this is what I'm getting from this deck. So with that being said, Sag, we're gonna go and pick some personal cards. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so you have been beaten down and there's movement of some sort. Maybe you are moving, maybe you're going on vacation, or maybe you're stepping away or leaving something or someone. You're doing this for the best. This is your strength. It may be a regretful move. It may be something that's hard to do, but you're doing it for yourself, and this is a strength. And this card wants you to remember that throughout the month. If you feel like going back and you feel like, you know, if you feel regretful and you feel like going back on your word or something, no, just remember that you're doing this for a purpose. You're doing this for a reason, okay? So that's the Six of Swords. And then something that needs to be brought into light, we have the Five of Wands. Try not to get too riled up this month. Try not to let this inner wilderness take you. Try not to be too hot-headed, okay? We have here the Five of Wands. Do burn bridges, do light bridges, do walk away from stuff, but don't start stuff where it's not necessary. Don't go burning houses down because you snapped or because you were like easily offended by something, okay? Really watch out for your temperament this month. Things might be feeling a little heated this month. Try not to do or say anything that you might regret, okay? We're gonna pull a card for your environment, Sag. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So, with the Page of Wands in reverse, your environment, things are seeming slow. Either the people around you or just your environment, it's not prime for starting things. People don't seem motivated, or just your environment isn't motivating. People don't feel like they want to be doing anything. People don't want to start anything. They don't want to dream. They don't want to hope. They don't want to, you know, go outside and do stuff. Or it could very much well be that your environment is prompting you to feel like this. Okay, so that could be people around you or your environment. And that's what's going on. We have the self and we have environment, okay? So try not to get, you know, try not to snap or make smart decisions, Sag. So we're going to pick some cards to see how your future is going to look in October. So we're going to pick 3 for beginning of October. Ooh, we have the Two of Pentacles. Might be some conflict around money or surrounding finances. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever feuding or of sorts surrounding finances or career, soon going to be easily fixed and satisfied. You're going to be abundant, feeling like you are on your high horse, feeling like you're on top of the world. It's easily going to become overcome. So this is, I feel like this is residue from September energy. So whatever doubts or worries or stress that you may have regarding finances, material, earthly, physical stuff, health, wealth, you know, your physique, whatever it is, whatever worries, quickly, swiftly going to be eradicated, and things are looking up. You will either taste the abundance, taste the richness, or you may, you know, see the beginnings of it. And many people, you know, when these good cards come up and I'm like, yes, it's abundance, it's wealth, it's health, people assume they're gonna like win the lottery or something, which you very much might, but this card is also really, it's like, this could be a $10 bonus in your paycheck. This could be like you lost that extra 2 pounds. This could be like, you know, it's small things, but small things also matter because small things lead up to big things. So this card does signify like abundance, happiness, things finally coming together. But it may start off small, but it will lead to something greater. And then we have the Seven of Cups, Sagittarius. So you might be needing to make a decision. You might be having to choose between a lot of things. You might be feeling confused or perplexed. Beginning of October, there might be a lot of decisions to be made, choices to be had. Some may be difficult and some may be as easy as, you know, choosing between apples and oranges. But there seems to be something prompting you to make a decision. And we're going to, I feel called, I really didn't want to, because these readings are already getting super long. I really didn't want to pick another card, but I feel compelled to pick a card for the Seven of Cups. So that's what I'm going to do for you, just for you, Sag. I know. These readings are already getting super long. All of them so far have been up to 20 to 30 minutes. And I like to keep it minimum 15. or maximum 15 minutes, not minutes. But I feel really, there's something like in the back of my head that's like, pick for the Seven of Cups. So here we go. What is the choices that you are going to be making, Sag? Seven of Cups. Ooh, okay. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse, or not Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, okay. So the choice is regarding starting something. It's regarding, you have a lot of fiery energy. Yes, you have a lot of ambition and strength and hope and desire. So this is regarding some sort of starting energy, and you not acting on a choice is going to cause stagnation, and it's going to cause a lack of manifesting for whatever gift is coming your way that the universe is giving you in the fire element, right? So simply make a choice, and then this will be, you know, upright, and you will have the gift of hope, of motivation, of excitement, of you know, getting ideas suddenly, getting creative, suddenly feeling pumped and feeling fired up, right? Everyone around you, your environment's not prompting you very much to start anything or to be creative or adventurous or to really move forward and be ambitious and to really start chasing your dreams or living your life. All you have to do, Sag, is to make a choice. What do you want? And then really the path will be paved for you. Things will start to make sense. But until you do that, you're not going to feel, you know, rewarded or, you know, abundant. You're not going to feel the reward of having this spark of life energy because you haven't chosen. But if you chose and you put your mind to it, you will get that little spark that will really lift you off your feet and cause you to keep going. So let's see. We're going to pick 3 for mid-October. 10 of Swords in reverse. Lack of clarity of thought, lack of intuition, lack of wisdom. Things aren't really connecting. You aren't seeing things straight. But then we have the Lover's card. Interesting. So again, the Lovers is choosing. It's making a choice. You may be struggling with inside your head. You may be struggling to think clearly. We have the Lover's card, so coming through. So, ooh. We'll see, we'll see. I had a card kind of fall out, but kind of didn't, and didn't feel like it quite resonated. So let me just pick the 3rd card before I go on to explaining some more. For some reason, Cancer is coming up into my head, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Cancer sign. I haven't even filmed the water signs yet. I don't know why Cancer is coming up, but if you are dealing with a Cancer, I would pay attention to this section once I finish picking my cards. So okay, we have the King of Swords. So I have this feeling that, you know, we've had this lack of clarity, lack of wisdom, lack of intuition. But then a choice is made. We have the Lovers come in. This ultimately, good sign. Some of you, this is like love. This is true love coming in. Some of you, this is a proposal or someone smitten on you and someone trying to take your hand and help you and lead you through. Someone giving you lots of good loving, right? This could also just be you clearly deciding and following your heart in that sense, and you just listening to that beat in your heart and following that, following your joy. For others of you, it's definitely the arrival of love or the rekindling of love. And whatever this is for you guys, whether it's, you know, meeting your soulmate or finally being asked out on a date or, you know, finally following your hopes and dreams, we have the King of Swords. And so it's like this event right here, it switches up your mentality. You go from like lacking clarity, you go from lacking intuition and wisdom to being fully equipped, to being witty, to being wise, to being smart. You know what you're doing. This is the highly actualized divine masculine in the air form. It's just being very direct, being straightforward, being able to kind of look into the spiritual world and the mental world both at once and kind of bringing that into your life. So really, really neat stuff. There's really a switch in mindset going on because of this Lover's card. Some of you, this has to do with a Cancer, or even like a Cancer spouse or crush or boyfriend or girlfriend. Or maybe some of you will be meeting a Cancer, and that Cancer is going to be really switching things up for you and kind of showing you the brighter path, showing you your inner strength, your inner intellect, your wisdom. They're kind of leveling you out, making you go from very impulsive and wanting to burn a house down out of, you know, impulse, to being wise, to not really acting on impulse, but making sure. It's like playing a chess game, right? You're very wise, you're very intuitive. You know your partner's move before they move. It's knowing all your pieces before making a move, and knowing your enemies or opponents' pieces before making a move. So we're going to pick 3 for the end of the month. We have the 3 of Pentacles, so the fruits of your labor are finally starting to show up. The fruits of your labor are here, they are sprouting, you are harvesting them. Whatever you've done in the past, whatever seeds you have planted, excuse me, they're coming, so don't worry, just try not to stress too much. Dropped so many cards there. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So there is a storm coming though. So, look out for that. There is a storm coming. Something to really... Let's see. We'll pull more cards before I say anything else. I feel like it almost wants to disrupt, you know, what's growing here and what's harvesting here and what's sprouting here with the 3 of Pentacles. It's kind of what it feels like. Pull one more. Ooh, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Someone is being really controlling. Storm is coming. Someone is trying to be a puppeteer. Someone is trying to put you on strings and kind of play you. We definitely need more information for that. I'm going to pull some more cards. I'm going to pull more information for this. Moving this up. I know this is super unorganized. We're going to pull more information for these. Ooh, we have 6 of Cups, yep. So definitely has to do with something you are growing, something you are harvesting. This storm and this, whatever the storm is, it's either, I don't know what it is exactly, but someone's trying to undermine you. Someone's trying to get in between your happiness. Someone's trying to kill your joy. Someone's trying to kill that youthfulness inside of you. Maybe purposely, maybe not. They're really trying to control you, and I feel like it could be something to do with this Lover's card. It could be like wanting to stray you off the path of following your joy, following your happiness, following your love, right? Someone doesn't, it's not like they don't want you to be happy, but it's like they're trying to control you and steer you in a direction that they want you to go in. We'll pick a card to explain this. Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it's someone who has failed before, someone who has failed to successfully accomplish something before. And so they're kind of taking it out on you and trying to ruin your happiness in that sense. They tried to, you know, they tried to achieve this goal or achieve this something in their life, right? But they could never start, or they never really successfully finished it. And so they're kind of trying to rain on your parade a bit. They see what's growing for you, what's working for you. They see you with this Lover's card and this King of Swords energy. They see you following your heart and finally being more wise and intuitive about things, but they don't really understand where that intuition is coming from. It's not something they quite grasp. They don't have the same understanding of the universe as you. And so they're trying to undermine it, but it may not be from malicious intent. It may just be from an ignorant place, but that's coming in later October. So with that being said, Sagittarius, thank you so much for watching. This was your reading. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. If not, completely okay. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!